Hello, how you guys doing? This is important too. In reference to all the jobs that I've had to work at during the time that these people have held me hostage, they've been blocking me from my lawsuit monies. They've been blocking me from my insurance monies. They've been trying to steal my accomplishments. Don't forget, I broke world records in certain jobs, such as warehouse work and activities of different types of, jobs that I've had to work in during the time that these people have stolen from me and they've held me hostage and they kidnapped me from California and other jobs. And in reference to all the jobs and companies and businesses I've worked at during this hostage situation and these satellite men terrorizing me and burning me from satellite, this teeth damage happened on jobs too. When they had damaged my teeth and they had kidnapped me and tried to rape me on jobs, dirty government people sneaking in the back door at companies and businesses where I've worked at, dirty government men fabricating lies, trying to accuse me of things where they were trying to steal my blood and sperm. Those people have to get arrested. Those government agents that kidnapped me and stole my sperm and tried to murder me, and the dirty medical people that was involved, these people need to get prosecuted. And in reference to the mess of my mouth. In reference to the companies, don't get stupid, nasty pervert, man. In reference to the companies and the businesses that I've worked at and jobs that people have stolen from me, such as there's probably been some companies that's tried to relocate me to another city and state, but then these people stole all the information. Those companies need to be aware of these people holding me hostage. My mother had lawsuits against the state of Indiana and dirty government people. And those court cases must be published in the media and on court TV. Most of those court cases was all video recorded. And in reference to the men that was in the courtroom that tried to cut off my penis, those court records and those videos have to be put in the media too. In reference to my real penis size, what my penis size is supposed to be based on my genetics and my family history, not the opinion of somebody else trying to shorten my penis or other men trying to steal parts of my penis and then they tried to attach it to their penis. Those people need to get arrested and they must get prosecuted. But in reference to jobs that I've worked at, these government people have tried to murder me on every job in Indiana, and they've tried to murder me and they tried to steal my identity, and they tried to steal my careers. They tried to steal my accomplishments on jobs and businesses. And, in reference to some companies and businesses where I've worked where, people have always usually said pretty nice things about some things when I've worked on jobs, but then the dirty government man's tried to alter things, tried to slander my character. And this person has tried to slander my education. And these people have tried to slander my family history. My parents did not owe these people nothing. I don't owe these people nothing. But, in reference to companies where I've worked, they need to file, lawsuits against these government people for trying to murder me on jobs. And people harassing me and people abusing me and people terrorizing me on jobs. And these people blocking me from the media, blocking me from my career. When I own my mother and father's production companies, I guess you're going to start a new production company too. Another one. I'm not giving nothing away, not selling nothing, not signing nothing away to nobody. I'm the owner of all my mother and father's estates and my grandparents' estates. I'm the owner of my mother and father's companies forever. And in reference to accounting departments and attorneys, obviously there's a problem. In reference to people squatting on lawsuit monies, people squatting on insurance monies I was supposed to have received, people squatting on paychecks and revenues and dividends I was supposed to have received, people need to go into court. And in reference to companies that tried to relocate me, or they tried to help me move to another city and state, I'm still being held hostage in Indianapolis. The satellite man just tried to break my fingers. That's why I had to move the camera like that. The situation of these government people terrorizing my life, the due process of factual delivery of monies and paychecks and pay cards that I was supposed to have received, or insurance money and lawsuit monies. This situation is very serious. And in reference to the guidelines of my mother and father and companies and businesses and my identity, I have not received any of the driver's licenses with my birth name on it. They're messing with my mouth. With my birth name on it from my mother and father, family history. So in reference to anybody that's stole those or illegally confiscated those people need to get arrested. These people have played this game for numerous decades. These people terrorizing my life, ripping me off, holding me hostage, belittling who I am to steal my accomplishments, belittling who I am to slander my character. It's what these people have been doing. They've been belittling my family history and my financial portfolio. That needs to be documented, and that needs to be put in the media too, and certain acknowledgments of information. These people have tried to steal privileges that I was supposed to have had because of who I am and what dirty government has tried to do to me. These people tried to make themselves more popular by stealing my accomplishments and slandering my character. And these people damaging my teeth tried to slander my family history and American Dentist Association and international dentistry history. These people need to get prosecuted for their crimes, man. And the situation of these people playing these delays, such as people blocking me from money, people try to play this game like they'll steal things that I was supposed to have received, and then they'll hide it. And then they think that people forget about monies that I was supposed to have received or gifts that people tried to send to me. These people have wasted years of my life. These people have terrorized my life. They've been stealing from me. They have slandered my character. They have blocked me from having a girlfriend. My mother and father even had it on record that I was supposed to have a girlfriend. And in reference to females that are friends of mine or females that wanted to come over to hang out with me, you have to see me out in public. Because I can't open the door for anybody because it might be an impersonator. It might be somebody dressed up as an assassin female wearing a disguise or something, So I have to know who everybody is. And it even tells you, in reference to, any female that's a friend of mine, a celebrity female, or, somebody that's trying to get in contact with me, in reference to situations. So in reference to government and the fact of government trying to play tricks and their lies, their deceit, their manipulations, it's not fair. Some branches or the Treasury might have paid these people ransom, and then these people kept stealing from me. Look at the monies that these people stole from my mother during the ransom situation back in the 80s. That has to be put in the media too. And the other countries that have tried to send monies to me, or these people that have stolen the monies, that has to be put in the media. These people are trying to cover up monies and benefits that I was supposed to have received and lawsuit monies because these people are trying to get away with stealing it. They're trying to get away with squatting on it. And they're causing problems for my future, my family history. They're slandering my family history, and they're violating my career. They're violating my accomplishments. They're blocking me from my career that I was born into, such as me being the child of my mother and father, and I'm the owner of the estates, plus being a celebrity, an entertainer, a singer and dancer and musician. And these people trying to slander my character with their lies, and my sports athletic career, and my celebrity endorsements and product endorsements of monies I was supposed to have received. That has to be put in the media too, man. Anybody refusing to put information in the media must get blackballed from the media in any position of newscasting or anything else. I'm the only child of my mother and father. I'm the owner of my mother and father's company. The role protocol in the media tells everybody that is on documents that if anybody tries to block me from the media or tries to dominate me or tries to overshadow my ownership or my position, those people can get arrested. You know, in reference to actors and entertainers, you know, people perform, people present things, just, you know, that's just certain media competition of things. But my ownership is not in question. I'm the owner. My career is my career. My mother and father produced TV shows and movies for me to be in. And there are scripts that writers and directors and producers have made for me because they're obligated in certain acknowledgments of some things, or they can lose their career, especially if they work at any of my mother or father's production companies, or my new production company that's going to have to be made. And in reference to anybody that sent me any monies, I have not received any of the monies. So if anybody was wondering what happened to the monies, I didn't receive any of it. So in reference to somebody say, well, we didn't want you to put this money in this kind of thing. I didn't put none of the monies anybody sent to me into anything because I didn't receive none of it. So everybody understand that. I'm not a bullshitter, man. I don't play tricks, man. I'm an honest person. The only child of my mother and father. And in reference to females saying something like, oh, how come this female or that female? You know, I have to have a lot of female friends because dirty gay men terrorizing my life. This is no bullshit. I have not received any of the letters from any of the celebrity females or any of the female friends. I haven't even received letters from other Hollywood celebrity friends. I'm still being held hostage. Some celebrities was holding on to millions of dollars from my mother. Is that not true? Is that true or not? Need the names of celebrities and entertainers for their protection and for my protection, and so they can make an effort of delivering the monies to me in the mailbox. That's like if the Treasury says that they're trying to deliver money. They need to make a YouTube video. This hostage situation has been going on for a long time, man. So in reference to like governors and mayors, when they say they're going to try to deliver monies to my mailbox, don't forget I'm tax-free in all cities and states because the government tried to murder me when I was a little boy. The government tried to steal my mother and father's estates. The government tried to steal my identity. These people tried to handicap me. These people tried to murder me. They tried to steal my penis. They tried to steal my identity. And any length of penis that any of these people stole, any length of the penis they stole, they get put on trial for the death penalty. That's illegal physical contact. And somebody tried to say that one of these court judges or one of these politician men tried to cut off my penis in the courtroom. Need that video on YouTube. Need that video on in the media. Any government man that tried to do anything to me must get reported on, and it must be in the media. The names, the identities, their fingerprints, and their DNA. DNA is very important. So they can profile certain people based on certain types of things that their people tried to do to me. And there's been restraining orders on these bad people the whole time. So in reference to females, someone might say, well, how come you have had so many girlfriends or, you know, I've never been gay, so don't ever say that. Don't even think that. But in reference to females that I've dated, I've been kidnapped from one female and then had to find another girlfriend to date for my protection. I'm supposed to be around females to stop these gay men from terrorizing me. It's documented that way too. And in reference to entertainers, or I have friends that are gay, and some of them are pretty famous, and they all know I'm straight. This dirty satellite government man is a pervert. The dirty satellite man needs to get arrested. I'm the only child of my mother and father. The role protocol's in the media. I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. Need to know everybody's name that is standing in my way in reference to my mother and father's mansions. I'm the only child of my mother and father. This is a subject that you have no right trying to block me from my family history. I am the last living relative and only child of my mother and father. Any of your lies, any of your diversion tactics, any of your scare tactics, any of your abuses can get you put in prison for the rest of your lives. I'm not going to play your tricks. I love my parents. I love my mother and father, and I've cared about my parents my whole life. And your people made up lies about my parents. My parents did not have nothing to do with nobody's criminal shit. Didn't have nothing to do with nobody's bullshit. Didn't have nothing to do with anybody's tricks either. And I'm not playing. I've always been a good person. Your people made up lies to slander my character. And people need to get arrested. People need to put things on YouTube, such as female friends that are celebrities that want to come over and hang out with me. Female celebrities that want to spend time with me. Say, you can put it on YouTube, such as such and such girl wants to hang out with Chase. Or wants to hang out with Tony Chase. Do not confuse me with anybody else trying to use that name. Don't confuse me with anybody else trying to claim that they thought they were Mark Ray or something. The Mark Ray document is what they made when they held me hostage, and they were trying to hide me from my mother and my father's companies that was trying to rescue me from these people. When they called me Mark Ray, they had to make that Mark Ray document because they had no identification of me when they had kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions. And I got kidnapped in New York when I was young, when I was walking to school, Jewish school in New York, and Catholic school. I'm Catholic and Jewish, not Middle Eastern Jewish, European Jewish and Catholic. Catholic acknowledgments. I was at the Vatican when I was a little boy. I was there with my mother and father. And hello, reference to John Paul, or Pope John Paul, the satellite man. Satellite man just messed with my mouth. And hello, other popes and people over there at the Vatican and other locations and Catholic churches and things. The satellite man's still hitting me in the teeth, obviously. These people holding me hostage, they're not doing anything. I mean, they're blocking me from living my life. This is not helping my future. I'd already been held hostage and kidnapped back in the 80s. Meaning I'm trying to live my life, trying to move on and get away from these people. These people holding me hostage, terrorizing my life, and they've been playing games when I'm trying to talk, messing with my mouth. And this dirty faggot satellite man tries to claim that he thought he was the puppet master. He thought he claimed he owned me. We need to see that man's financial portfolio in the courtroom and the man's race and religion in the courtroom and on YouTube. They better say exactly the name, the fingerprint information, the DNA, and that man should get put on America's Most Wanted, that criminal that's been doing these things. That man and his government satellite controllers need to get prosecuted. And they need to put that information on YouTube. So in reference to females that are friends of mine or celebrity friends that have tried to get in contact with me, you can put a letter in the mailbox. And you can make YouTube videos saying you wanted to hang out with me. Obviously, communications through the phone line or through the internet, somebody's blocking everything. But, in reference to YouTube videos or, Twitter or something like that or Instagram, somebody needs to make acknowledgments. I mean, they could even hire a female. One of the cities and states can hire an actress or an entertainer or a musical artist or pay their celebrity fee to hang out with me. It doesn't have to be for a very long time in reference to some things. It's just about me hanging out with other celebrities so I can move to another city and state, and then you can go hang out with whoever the hell you want. It's a rescue mission. You guys understand? Or in reference to females that want to hang out with me or friends or whichever. And it's a business of some things which the business industry can prosecute these people that are blocking me from living my life. And this is another thing about dirty government. These satellite controllers have claimed when they have abused somebody that they thought they could get away with abusing the person more because they claimed they messed the person up. So then they were trying to murder the person to cover up their abuses of what they have done to a person. They're messing with my mouth. These people are trying to cover up the abuses by abusing the person more claiming that their government agents had messed up the person's life and their people knew that, or their people have stolen from me or abused me and tried to mess up my family history and my life, then these people thought they were trying to save face, or they were trying to save their reputation by trying to murder me. No, it don't work that way. You're violating medical protection laws. You're violating financial protection laws. Your activities have been illegal the whole time, dirty government man. You know what I'm talking about? These people thought they'd trash a person's life, and then they would try to get away with trashing their life more. No. That's excessive abuse. That's continuous abuse. That is more attempts of murder every time, dirty government man. You need to get arrested and prosecuted.